Today, we have coverage of a new superintendent, tennis,
and a look at the recent war in Ukraine, all coming up right here on MOB.
Welcome back, Marcus. I'm Olivia Smiley.
And I'm Hunter Towns. After Dr. Rogers' retirement, Dr. Rapp became the first female LISD superintendent. She invited us to her office in her first week on the job.
With the retirement of Dr. Rogers, Dr. Lori Rapp took up the position of superintendent. She has started her position by letting the teachers and students of the district get to know her.
A 100-day plan that has me going out to every single school to talk to staff in a faculty meeting, just to say more about who I am and what I believe in and get to know them and give them an opportunity to provide me some feedback as well.
Dr. Rapp is the first female superintendent for LISD. Only about 30% of superintendents in the entire U.S. are female.
I think it's cool that we have a female superintendent because I believe it shows other girls that there's an opportunity for them to be in a position of leadership like that. And anytime we can have women in positions that they have authority like that or they're over so many, I think it is very empowering for women to see a future for themselves.
But growing up wasn't always easy for her.
When I was in the 3rd grade, my real father left my family. And as you can imagine, it was a really rough school year. You know, when you have something like that happen in your life, it turns your whole world upside down, especially as an elementary student. And I had a teacher by the name of Miss Robertson, my 3rd grade teacher. And she didn't let any of those things that were going on, she didn't let me fall behind. And so as I was growing up, I wanted to have that same impact on students. She changed my life, and I thought that's the greatest thing you could ever do, is have the opportunity to be there for kids.
With 2 teenage daughters in the district, she understands the worries of other parents.
I'm not an expert on this, but maybe the busiest generation of any set of students I think that may have ever existed. And a lot of that's just due to the fast pace of our society, I think. I witnessed that with my own kids. So when I have kids, you know, whether I'm out and about, talk to me about something, or parents, I say, I get it. I understand your concern. I have some of those same concerns.
If you want to know more about Dr. Rapp, follow her on social media and be on the lookout for community updates on the LASD website. This has been Eric Steinman and Michelle Galvis, reporting for MOB.
Recently, shortages have been hitting the country hard. That includes food and gas prices rising exponentially. We took a look into how this affects our cafeteria.
Recently, due to nationwide food shortages, LISD schools are experiencing lunch shortages, including burgers and chicken sandwiches.
We have a lot of students that want to know, hey, why aren't we having nachos? So I let them know straight out. We can't always get the chips, and the cheese is completely unavailable. I have students that want to know, hey, where's some of our chicken products? Hey, they're not available right now, but we're going to do what we can. I also run around to other campuses that might have a backstock that are no longer serving those things and say, hey, can I steal those so I can feed them to Marcus?
While free food is still available, students still have been impacted by the limited options.
So I've noticed that my friends haven't been able to eat the food that they've expected to eat, which has affected them in the way of they aren't prepared or it's stressed them out.
It used to have a bunch of ranges like chicken and pizza and burgers and fries. It was pretty consistent, and then within the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, it's been shortened to about just chicken sandwiches really, and very rarely anything else.
However, food is not the only area affected. Other products such as car parts, housing products, and office supplies are in short supply.
Well, I have been shopping for a car recently, so it's just became harder to find what I'm looking for.
My mom is a teacher. Whenever she needs to go and get stuff for like supplies for her students or anything, she struggles to find whatever she needs. So it's completely put a hold on a lot of things in life.
Cafeteria manager Kelly Gray explained that shortages may grow as supply chain problems continue.
They are increasing. They are getting worse. If you look around our grocery stores, you will also see the shelves are becoming a little more bare. We got hit first because of the quantity that we take for our students. We sell over 1,200 meals a day. People haven't all went back to work in these companies, so they're not able to produce mass products, plus also getting shipping from other countries of things that come over.
Despite the shortages, Mrs. Gray assures students that they won't have to worry about school lunches going away anytime soon.
We will always continue to feed you. It's going to continue just to be a little unique until it's over.
This has been Claire McMahon, Reese Rome, and Sarah Kuntz reporting for MOB.
If you want to learn more about what the cafeteria is serving, you can go to lasd.nutrislice.com to see what's on the menu. Now, let's head to sports. The tennis team is out there making the best of this early spring weather.
Spring tennis is in full swing, but these early matches are cold.
They're not my favorite. They're freezing, but they're okay. I do like being all there, missing school and being there all day is nice, but I prefer fall.
These freezing temps aren't stopping the Marauders. Mason Carey medaled with Rashab Deepak.
We won consolation finals, and then pretty sure Zeb and Nassim did pretty well. So not the best out of all the schools, but we did pretty decent.
It was good. We won 2 weeks ago. We got first in consolation.
This tournament was practice for the District 1 in late March.
We have one of the hardest districts this year, so I don't know how far we'll go, but we've been playing pretty good, so it really just depends on how we play during that day of the district tournament.
I really want to get to state. That's what I told Edward, so if we don't get there, I'll be very upset. I think Zeb will go far. I think Mason and Rashad playing doubles is really good.
Mason's committed to John Brown University, and Ella might play at OU, but they both said they'd miss some things about Marcus tennis.
I'm going to miss how supportive everyone is of each other, and how we'll be cheering from across the whole entire 12 courts, and all of our cheers, and especially when the couple last matches are on, everyone is there watching. I'm definitely going to miss that.
The coaches, and then also just the friendships I've made. We've been very close throughout all of the years, and we're all seniors.
Reporting for MOB, this is Luke Andrews.
Their next tournament is going to be on March 25th in Waco.
Next up would usually be our entertainment. However, in light of recent events in Ukraine, we thought it would be more important to let our students voice their opinion.
On February 24th, Russia launched a full-scale invasion on Ukraine. Students have been voicing their concerns.
It's definitely very unfortunate, and it makes me feel very lucky to live in a country like the United States, where luckily we don't have to worry about this kind of thing.
If Russia decides that they want more than Ukraine, then obviously it might become a full-on war.
I just think that if people were to understand people's situations and circumstances more, then things would be a lot easier.
Russians have been protesting against the war, even with a very high risk of mass arrest.
I'm in strong support of the protests. It's Russia, from what I know about Russia, it's very, the government's in charge and you follow that. So it'd have to take a lot for even the people to look and go, hey, this isn't right.
I think we should stand out and protest to Putin as well. Just let the Ukrainians and the Russians know that we're definitely with the Ukrainians on this one.
Putin is also putting his people in danger as well. and the way they're being treated by protesting against this is not right.
Government teacher Sherry Sistrunk has some concerns about the war spreading.
Hopefully, it stops. But we know that if they start getting into some of those NATO type nations, we might have to get in, and that will not be the same wars that we read about. So we don't want that. Our economy is going to suffer. Unfortunately, you're going to have the people that are working class that are really going to get the worst of it.
This has been Neil Trevino and Ethan Shepard reporting for MOB.
Even though we don't live close to them, it's currently affecting the whole world and deserves our attention. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Olivia Smiley.
And I'm Hunter Towns. Have a great day, Marcus. But before you go, we asked students some questions about spring break.
My plan for spring break is to catch up on homework and see my friends and family.
Yes, I'm planning on going to West Texas with some family friends.
My family, we're taking a trip to Florida, I think.
Well, me and Stella are gonna go to Galveston, hopefully, so that'll be fun.
I'd say London, which was many years ago. I love London. I want to go back.
Favorite vacation spot would probably be like any beaches, probably in Mexico mostly. Those are the most fun.
Personally, Hawaii is a very, very beautiful place.
New Hampshire, we have family there.